Warning, bacteria are invading your lungs right now. You can't see them, you can't smell them. But with every breath you take, you're inhaling millions of invisible invaders. They're hiding, multiplying, and silently wreaking havoc on your lungs. But wait, not all bacteria are bad. Some are actually protecting you. Others are just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. So, what's really happening inside your lungs? And what could happen if you don't know how to protect yourself? Don't look away. The truth might just change the way you breathe, forever. Did you know that on average, we breathe in anywhere from 100,000 to several million bacteria every single day, depending on where you live and what kind of environment you're in? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. It all starts with the air around you, packed with dust particles, microorganisms, and airborne bacteria. The moment you inhale, they travel straight through your nose, slide down your windpipe, and eventually settle in your lungs, a place that's supposed to be reserved for oxygen only. Now picture yourself crammed inside a subway car, sitting in an unventilated room, or just standing in a crowded public space. That's basically a buffet party for bacteria. You can't see them, but they're having a feast inside your lungs every single day. But don't panic just yet. Not all bacteria are bad. In fact, some actually help keep your body functioning properly. They support your immune system and help maintain balance in your respiratory tract. The real problem starts when harmful invaders, like the bacteria that cause pneumonia or tuberculosis, break through your defenses. And that's when things start to get serious. Imagine your lungs as a 24/7 biological security system, always on high alert, ready to detect, trap, and destroy any invisible intruders. The moment a bacterium sneaks in through your airway, your first line of defense kicks into action. Tiny hair-like structures called cilia begin to move rapidly, sweeping away bacteria and dust particles stuck to the surface. At the same time, a sticky layer of mucus is secreted to trap these invaders, like a superglue net. But if any bacteria slip past that barrier and dive deeper into the lungs, an elite internal force steps in: alveolar macrophages. These microscopic warriors charge forward, surround, and literally devour foreign microbes, leaving no trace behind. In fact, every single breath you take is part of a silent battle, where your lungs and immune system are constantly fighting to keep you safe, even while you're asleep. Your body is working around the clock to protect you, and you don't even realize it. But what happens when your defense system gets overwhelmed? If your immune system weakens or gets distracted fighting other battles in the body, bacteria can seize the opportunity to break through, and the consequences can be severe. At that point, the invaders are no longer stopped. They begin attacking lung tissue, leading to illnesses like pneumonia or bronchitis, causing coughing, fever, shortness of breath, and in some cases, even hospitalization. The danger is greatest for people with pre-existing conditions, like asthma, diabetes, or cancer. Their bodies are more vulnerable, their protective barriers weaker. So even a minor bacterial infection can turn into a full-blown storm. Take this for example. Streptococcus pneumonia. Sounds harmless, right? But this is actually one of the leading causes of pneumonia in adults. When it encounters a weakened immune system, it doesn't hesitate. It digs deep into the lungs, triggers inflammation, and causes fluid buildup, making it incredibly hard to breathe. And the worst part? Many people don't realize what's happening until it's too late. By the time symptoms become serious, the infection has already taken hold, and the lungs may already be damaged. Not everyone gets hit hard by bacteria in the same way. The most vulnerable are smokers, older adults, and young children. In the United States, nearly 40 million adults smoke regularly. About 85% of deaths from pneumonia happen in people over the age of 65. Children under 5 years old are at high risk for serious infections because their immune systems are still developing. Imagine it like this. You're going into battle without armor. Even a small infection can turn into something serious very quickly. And this is the real danger. Antibiotic resistance. Now this is truly scary. Over the years, bacteria have gotten smarter. Every time we use antibiotics, especially when we use them the wrong way, Some bacteria survive, learn from the experience, and come back stronger. Eventually, they become resistant. That means the drugs that once worked well might not work at all anymore. So if someone gets a serious infection, even the strongest antibiotics might fail. Doctors are running out of options. And for people with weakened immune systems, that could mean a death sentence. According to the CDC, more than 2.8 million infections caused by antibiotic-resistant bacteria happen every year in the US. These infections lead to over 35,000 deaths annually, and that number is still climbing. Worldwide, if we don't act now, antibiotic resistance could kill 10 million people a year by 2050. It's like we've trained the enemy to beat us, and now they're winning. Not all bacteria are bad. Sounds strange, right? But here's a fascinating truth. Not all bacteria are your enemies. In fact, your lungs have their own unique microbial ecosystem, known as the lung microbiome, similar to the gut microbiome. And this is sparking a revolution in how we understand respiratory health. According to recent research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, the average person hosts millions of bacteria in their lungs, including both good and bad bacteria. In a healthy state, friendly bacteria like Prevotella, Veillonella, and Streptococcus mitis live peacefully in your lungs. They help stabilize your respiratory system and fight off harmful pathogens. Think of it this way. Just like your gut needs probiotics for better digestion, your lungs need biological allies to stay clean and to support your immune response. These beneficial bacteria not only help your body recognize threats faster, but also prevent excessive inflammation, a major factor in chronic respiratory diseases. But what happens when the lung microbiome becomes unbalanced? Overuse of antibiotics, air pollution, smoking, and even prolonged psychological stress can all disturb this delicate balance. When that happens, harmful bacteria, like Pseudomonas aeruginosa or Staphylococcus aureus, can overgrow, causing pneumonia, tissue damage, and weakening the lung's natural defenses. So, how do you actually protect your lungs from harmful bacteria? It's not rocket science, but it does take some smart choices. First up, exercise. Yep, regular movement, even just walking, helps improve airflow in your lungs and keeps everything circulating like it should. Think of it like cleaning out the pipes. Next, watch your environment. If you're in a polluted area or stuck in heavy traffic all day, those tiny invisible particles, they're not doing your lungs any favors. So, wear a mask when needed and get some fresh air whenever you can. Vaccines? Super important. Getting your flu shot or pneumonia vaccine is like giving your immune system a little head start, especially during cold and flu season. And don't forget nutrition. Vitamins A and D, plus omega-3s. These are like premium fuel for your immune system. So next time you're reaching for a snack, maybe toss in some salmon, carrots, or leafy greens. Your lungs will thank you. What about you? What do you do to keep your lungs healthy? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks so much for watching.